Atlanta Business Chronicles Biz. Sponsored by Georgia Power and Go Beyond Profit.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We start with a new trend in suburban redevelopment. For decades, packaging giant Rock-Tenn maintained a nearly 11-acre campus in Norcross, but after the merger with MeadWestvaco, the combined company became WestRock, and the Rock-Tenn headquarters was primed for an overhaul. A $100 million redevelopment is in the works. It'll include 200 apartments, townhomes, and a public park. The project is a short walk from the restaurants and shops in downtown Norcross. This headquarters overhaul is part of a trend of developers finding cheaper land in the suburbs while capitalizing on revitalized downtown districts. MARTA will not be expanding to Gwinnett County. 54% of voters rejected the high-profile referendum in Tuesday's election. This is the third time since the 1970s Gwinnett voters have stopped a MARTA expansion in its tracks. Transit advocates blame this recent defeat on low turnout, just 17%. But they say support for transit is growing in Gwinnett. Another referendum could be on the ballot next year in 2020. The metro Atlanta area could soon get its first autonomous shuttle service. Officials at the former General Motors plant in Doraville, now called Assembly, plan to launch the driverless vehicle this spring. It would ferry passengers between the Assembly campus and the Doraville and Chamblee MARTA stations. Each shuttle can hold about 15 people. A South Korean company is parking its first North American factory in Georgia. SK Innovation broke ground last week in Jackson County. It could invest about $2 billion in the plant, which will make batteries for electric vehicles. It'll also fuel the region's economy. It's expected to generate 2,000 jobs. SK Innovation's customers include Mercedes-Benz and Hyundai Kia Motors. The plant is scheduled to open in 2025. Activity at the Atlanta cool clothing company Burr is heating up thanks to a fresh infusion of cash. The company just got $3 million from investors. Burr makes clothes that keep you cool with the help of patented technology. The Buckhead-based company was founded in 2015 by former Spanx executive Mary Catherine Kolb. So far, it's raised as much as $6 million. Piedmont Healthcare hit a milestone last week. Officials celebrated the topping out of the new Piedmont Atlanta Tower expansion. The $600 million project is going up near Peachtree and Collier Roads in Buckhead. Crews have finished building the frame of the 16-story building that'll house the Piedmont Heart Institute and the Marcus Heart and Vascular Center. Phase 1 is scheduled to be finished next summer. When SunTrust completes its merger with BB&T, the bank will be based in Charlotte. But officials say they still want to be connected to Atlanta. They're putting their money where their mouth is. The SunTrust Foundation is depositing $5 million in Atlanta. It presented a grant to the Westside Future Fund. The money will be used to support affordable housing and small business programs in historic Westside communities, including Vine City and English Avenue. The grant, the single largest gift in the foundation's history. Well, it's still unclear how the combination of SunTrust and BB&T will affect naming rights at the Braves' home field. But what is clear is the Braves have found a winning formula in building their stadium next to the Battery Atlanta, a mixed-use development. Last year, the Battery took in $38 million in revenue from leases. That's more than double the previous year. Those numbers are expected to rise again with new restaurants and shops and office space on the way.